welcome to YB Stamps Product Highlight. This evening I will be showing you various ways to use the wonderful, beautiful Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper. It's on sale for 15% off this month, so I thought I would show you all the different ways that you could use it to make some really quick cards. I'm Nancy Dodge. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'll be your host this evening. So these can be found on page 129 to 132 in the annual catalog. The first one I'm going to start with is this masterfully made designer series paper. It's just beautiful. I just want to quickly show you all the different. This is lemon lime twist. You can't really quite tell, it looks a little different colored on, but look at these beautiful colors. They're just spectacular. All the different things that you can do with this. It's got that torn paper effect so that you see the white, the fresh freesia. It's just beautiful. I love it. Nice, bright, cheery paper. Alright, the first card I'm going to make using that paper, I've cut up this paper into 3 sections. Bing, bing, bing. Just, it's a 12-inch by 12-inch sheet, so I cut it in 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches. This one's trimmed down just so that I can show you a little something. But, and then it's 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I have these bright colors that I've pre-cut in Berry Burst, Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock, and Lemon Lime Twist, because those are the colors that are in this specific DSP. So I'm just going to show you how quickly a card can be tossed together. So I've cut this 8.5 by 11 in half, scored it down the middle at 4 1/4. I'm just going to burnish the edge. Take a piece of designer series paper, add some Stampin' Seal, center it on the front of the card. Whoops, it's stuck already. Like so. Isn't that pretty already? Bing, a card. Alright, for some reason my cable looks unsteady, so if you have any issues, I'm sorry. Alright, then I'm going to add a piece to the inside, and I'm going to add a banner. So I have some Berry Burst ink here, and I'm going to, when I cut the white cardstock to put on the inside at 4 by 5 1/4, I get a little extra piece, and I use those for my sentiments. So I'm just going to stamp it up. Hope it's even. Take my little snips, cut it, and then I have a little, I'm going to put this away before I end up with a fistful, because I will do that. I'm just going to stick a little piece of this underneath. So I'm going to put the Stampin' Seal in the back of this, and then just run this along the bottom, just to add a little dimension to it, and then snip it. And I'm going to use some dimensionals, big dimensionals if I can find them. Put them on the back. Pull off the backings. These dimensionals are hexagon-sided adhesive. And see, it'll just make it pop just a little bit off your card. So I'm just going to stick it down here. And then on the inside, I'm going to stamp, wishing you all the happiness you can imagine. Just ink it up, stamp it. There. Close up my ink. I'm going to scrub my stamps. This is a Stampin' Scrub, and this is the liquid to squeeze it. One side is a wash where I squeeze that. Can you see the suds? And the other side is like a dry. My stamp doesn't want to stick to my block tonight. Same with this. Scrub. Dry. Alright. I'm just going to add some adhesive. Stick it in. Now I just need a little bit of bling. So right now there are 2 tinsel gems that are all the newer core colors. So I'm just going to add a little bit to this. Give it a little sparkle. I'm adding the Lost Lagoon. There in the middle of the flower. It's not working because I left the sticky behind on the little pad. That's okay. I'll get a different one. Yeah. So there's our first card. And the DSP just makes it. Alright, now I have 2 more pieces. Now I'm going to show you with this smaller one. I have some pieces cut. These are 4 by 5 1/4, and I cut this one down to 5 by 3 3/4. So I just want to show you how adding another cardstock behind it can add to it. So I have 2 different cardstocks here. Here's the lemon lime twist. But see how it makes that pop? And then I also have Lost Lagoon. And then it makes it look more subtle. So I think I'm going to do the subtle root. Add my Stampin' Seal. Put it on the front. And I could add dimensionals to pop this up, but I think I'm going to use Stampin' Seal. There we go. Fold it up. Isn't that pretty? Alright, I'm going to do the same thing again, only I'm going to use the, I think I'll use the Pretty Peacock. ink. And I'm also going to stamp happy birthday because I have a lot of birthdays coming up. There we go. Close it up. Just going to cut it. And then I have another little piece of the pretty peacock. I'm going to do the same thing. Put a little bit on the back bottom of this. And then just put it along the bottom to give it a little extra pop. And then just trim it. Add some dimensionals. Put it on the front. There we go. Then we need a little bit of bling. Let's see. Maybe I'll put some of this lemon lime twist on. There. And then for the middle, I'm going to use that same sentiment, pretty peacock. Center it. Hopefully. I don't want to put my head in the way. Add some Stampin' Seal. Put it in the middle. Now we got 2 cards. I got one more. I think I'm going to do on this bright lemon lime twist. Pop it down. Fold this up. How often do you need a quick birthday card? There you go. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing with another piece of this. And I think I'm going to, well, first I have to clean my stamps because I don't want to mix up the inks. So this is still wet from before. So I'm going to just give it a quick scrub. I'm going to use the lemon lime twist. Try to center it without putting my head in the way. There we go. And then while I have this open, I'll do the inside. Kind of light. Oh well. They get the idea, right? Add some Stampin' Seal for the middle. I just got a whole bunch of paper in the mail. It was a very exciting day. Alright, Now I've got my piece here. I'm going to cut it. And I actually have, yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. Add a little bit on the bottom. It's a little stuck. There we go. Line it up like so. Give it a snip. Add our dimensionals. Take off the backs. I hope y'all had a good Father's Day. My daughters came and made dinner for their dad. So it was nice I didn't have to cook again. There. Whoops, I need the bling. I think I'll use the I can't quite tell if this is the bubble gum or berry or bubble bath or berry burst, because it's kind of both. It's kind of right in the middle, but I do love these gems. So there we go, just from that one strip of paper, 3 cards. So theoretically you could make 6 cards out of that one sheet of paper. Bing. Alright, I'm going to put this aside and show you some other stuff that I've made with Designer Series paper. I'll just move everything out of the way. This just came with my new paper, so I haven't used it yet, but this is the gingham. It's in pecan pie, berry burst, pretty peacock, lemon lime twist, and blueberry bushel. Now I did get to play with this one. This just came. Les Shops Designer Series paper. But I want to show you what's in here. So I love the backs more than the fronts actually, but they're pretty. Some books. Some shops. Stripes. Oops. More shops that I really like. More shops, silhouette of a shop, some little bitty shops, some mosaics, some food, more shops, the tile look. I love the blues, and some more shops. So as you can see, I've cut it up. And this is what I made. First I took one of the tile looking pieces and I just mounted it on some Flirty Flamingo and some Night of Navy. Made a little thank you card. And then I took the silhouette piece and then I cut out a shop front and put it over the shop front in the silhouette piece to make this card. I thought was pretty cute. The next Designer Series paper is Earthen Elegance. So this one has quite a few of the in colors in it and some pretty peacock. But these are all pieces of pottery that somebody made into paper. Every last one of these is a piece of pottery. It's really interesting. They're pretty. Earthen Elegance. I started to make a card here with this one. I just haven't finished it yet. And this is the Moody Mauve. But I did do this one, so this is with the back of this piece, the back side of the Moody Mauve. and I just put some cut out pieces with it and a piece on the inside. So that's Earthen Elegance. Say that 10 times fast. Alright, oops, I didn't open this. This is Bright and Beautiful, and it goes with all the balloons. And this is a pack of 48. I think there are 4 of each one. But look at stripes, some stars, some confetti, stars. Look at it all. Isn't this awesome? I had a blast playing with it. In fact, I liked it so much that I couldn't show you the other pack that I already have, because I had to show you the new pack that just came yesterday, because I've used so much of it, there's no way that you'd be able to recognize the pack. So here are the cards that now I just used one piece of this 6x6 designer series paper, and I cut it up and made this out of 6 pieces. So you can get a lot out of this pack. And they don't have to be used with all kinds of dies and things. They just make great cards the way they are. Alright, the next pack that I have is Stargazing. And I'm not much of a stargazer, so I couldn't imagine myself using the stamps and the dies. But look how pretty this paper is. Nice and bright. Imagine the stuff that you could do with this. Isn't it pretty? Even the back sides are pretty. I just love the colors. So I started making cards. I have not finished them yet. But here are the 2 cards that I put together. I put this one on Azure Afternoon. A little piece on the inside. I just haven't decided on the sentiments yet. A little piece on the afternoon with the lemon lime twist. Alright, the next pack that I have, I actually made a Father's Day card with, and this is called Let's Go Fishing. I'm going to quickly show you what's in here. So even if you get this pack, you don't have to do fishing things with it, because the other side is pretty cool. Some rods, some water. This looks like a map, like a depth map if you go deep sea fishing. Like a netting. Lures. This looks like the covers of the seats that you'd have on your boat. Plaid. Isn't this cool? So what I did was, first I cut the little lure ones, and I took this piece of designer series paper, and I just fussy cut these out. Can you see that I mounted them? I just fussy cut those out. I liked them so much. And then this one, I flipped over the paper that I made the first one with, and just put more of those fish that I fussy cut. And that looked cool. So happy Father's Day and happy retirement. I just put some fish on the inside. Fish. Alright, let's see. The last one I have. Now remember, I don't have every designer series paper. And you don't have to buy every designer series paper. In fact, the very first one that I showed you, I'm going to pull out the catalog here, which was this one here, Masterfully Made, the first one that I made cards out of. Now, if you really like that pack and would like to make cards without having to buy all the different color cardstock, over here on page 25, you can get 2 of each of the new core colors. So you'd get 11 different colors, 2 of each to make cards. And the core colors are in that masterfully made pack. So you don't have to have everything. Even though you might want it, you don't have to have it. The last one I'm going to show you is Zoo Crew. I'll show you what's in here. So there's all kinds of zany animals on one side and then black and white print on the other. But they're all doing different things. You know, you got a ballet recital you need to make a card for. Fussy cut those. Fussy cut them. Some music. Doing things around the house. So remember when I did my mystery card class, I made the bookmark out of that piece right there because the bear was reading the book. Elephant, raccoon, armadillo, anteater. They're just adorable. So the cards I made with this pack, I took the one sheet with the music on it and I fussy cut all these 3 little pieces. See? Can you tell I mounted them so that they on dimensionals? And then I put some of the basic rhinestones on the notes with just a piece inside. Happy birthday. Like I said, I have a lot of birthday cards coming. I mean birthdays coming. So let me just quickly put these out. All these awesome cards. Nice and bright. Just think of all the stuff you could do with these. I'm telling you, the DSP is the way to go. There's just so much. And I don't want to forget the 3 that we just made. 1, 2, 3. Voila. Pretty cool, huh? Alright. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. Next Sunday we have kit night, whether you have a paper pumpkin or a kit, on Zoom. Contact me for the link if you would like it. We have a lot of fun. There's gals from all over the country that join us, so it is really cool. So until then, happy stamping.